What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel where we are always talking about money. And if you're just finding me, we are always talking about money on this channel. So if you like what you hear, do me a favor, support the channel with a like and a subscribe. In this video, we're going to jump right into it. I'm going to talk about why you need to be knowledgeable about whatever you are doing. And I'm specifically talking about real estate and the stock market. And I'm going to give a couple of live world examples so you can understand exactly where I'm coming from. Many people just depend on Reddit, internet, gurus, Facebook, chat groups and all of this stuff. And people are just too freaking lazy to do some research on their own because all the information is out here now. This isn't 1982. This is 2022. There is nothing, and I mean nothing, that you cannot find out about with a good internet search, whether it's using YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, ebooks, webinars. And just your plain old Google searches. There is so much information that can help you level up financially. And people just choose not to take advantage. So here's example number one. During the pandemic, the stock market went on a meteoric ascension. It just shot through the roof, which is exactly the opposite of what people thought it was going to do during this pandemic. Zoom was one of those stocks that flew through the roof. For the folks that bought it at $100 and sold at 300, kudos to you. For the folks that bought it maybe 150 and sold when it got to maybe 350, 400, kudos to you. But to those folks that bought it when it was at $500 and just thought it would continue to go up, 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 and it did make it all the way to 588, but they held because they're listening to these gurus that say you should hold, it's going to continue to keep going up, even though it was grossly overbought. That stock is now $77 per share, and those people are looking like this. Okay, so you have to have some knowledge. When you're going into the stock market, take some time to learn how to read a chart, like really read a chart, learn what some of these indicators mean, learn how to read an earnings report, learn what splits are, dividends, quarterly earnings, all of this stuff just like you should know, buybacks, learn what all of these terms mean before you start putting your money out there. So you'll know where the market is and have a much better chance to ensure profit when you take a position and not be stuck holding, looking like this person because they bought Zoom at $500, didn't sell when it went up to like 580, and now it's worth $77 per share. Okay. Example number two, real estate. Real estate goes in cycles, guys, no matter what your broker told you. And I've been a real estate broker for more than a dozen years. Real estate goes in cycles. When I got into business, the real estate market was horrible. I literally sold property for the price of a used Ford Taurus. Real estate at one point was being given away. And then real estate started to slowly climb up, and it's been slowly climbing for several years. Then the pandemic hit and it went like that. And that is not normal. And I knew it would not hold. And anybody that has some time in this business knows that that can't hold because it's unsustainable when you're talking about factors that could change, like rising interest rates, which did change. Interest rates have more than doubled in one calendar year, less than one calendar year. So here's a real life example. This is a building pictured here that I'm actually doing the leasing on. This building was sold during the real estate downturn about 8 years ago, $112,000. I would say from an investor standpoint, for where it's located, an investor shouldn't have been willing to pay more than $250,000 for this building. This building sold to the current owner for $400,000. So even though the building is still going to cash flow, because once it's fully occupied, it will generate enough rent to still cash flow and produce the tax benefits that you want from a real estate investment. There's one caveat missing, and that's the back end. There's three things that you want a real estate investment to do. You want it to provide you tax benefits, You want monthly cash in your bank account. And third, on the back end, when you sell it, you want a huge bag of money. Those are the only three things that you're looking for from your basic real estate investment. And I'm talking about rentals like apartment buildings or homes that you're going to rent out. Okay, so those are two things I wanted to share with you guys in relation to understanding real estate and stock market. Before you start jumping in there, take some time, learn a little bit about it. You do still need to have experts on your team. I'm not trying to downplay the importance of that. I'm just trying to play up the importance of you still having some knowledge about it, so you won't get took by people that just don't have your best interests in mind. And on that note, guys, I'm 100% gone.